Hey, Peter, remember the time Joe turned himself into a cucumber?
You can run with us. We've got everything you need. Run with us. We are free.
Do the fucking intro.
While Peter smacks his chops.
Watch my chops.
So last year, just before the pandemic, we did a video where we compared two of the more recent Simpsons episodes with two of the classic ones from the 90s. This time we are watching the best and the worst of season 32 of The Simpsons and season 19 of Family Guy. George, do you still regularly watch Family Guy? And I know quite often you watch clips of the show on YouTube.
Not really, no. It's the kind of thing I sometimes have on in the background whilst I'm doing something else. A lot of it's on YouTube. I don't think I've seen it even in that capacity for quite a while now. I definitely still feel like I've seen more Family Guy than The Simpsons though.
I think I started watching around 2008, then by 2012 I got kind of fed up with it. I've seen most of the earlier years of Family Guy, but like you, George, I haven't watched a new episode for years. I think the last new episode I watched was the Simpson Family Guy crossover. That was, I think, in 2014. Yeah, it's been that long since I've really sat down and probably watched Family Guy. How about you, Peter?
Yeah, I haven't watched really any episodes of them for a long time. I do watch clips on YouTube. Same for The Simpsons, I haven't watched any of the recent ones at all.
Did we all used to watch it on BBC Three back when it was shown at like 10 o'clock at night?
Yeah, I used to watch some of those.
I did.
I think.
Did either of you play the Family Guy video game?
I have played it. I remember thinking it was a bit shit.
I found it pretty fucking difficult, to be honest, but that's probably because I don't play many video games. And I never finished it.
It was called the Dark Souls of its time.
Praise the sun. Praise the sun.
I think the most unique thing about the current seasons of the show is all the voice actors who used to voice... Well, there were white voice actors voicing black characters. I think Apu's been removed from The Simpsons.
Cleveland was voiced by a guy called Mike Henry, but it's since been recast.
But what made me laugh is that also Bumblebee Man has been replaced.
Really?
He's voiced by an authentic Mexican.
Not quite, no.
Aye.
But meanwhile, South Park is still like, "Hello, Shitty Walk, take your order, please."
I like to quickly say that Futurama was a better show than both.
I'll say American Dad is better than Family Guy. I still watch American Dad to this day.
I'd drop the gun if I were you, Joe.
What? It's Stan.
Oh, sorry, you look sort of like someone from...
It's Stewie.
Okay, well, let's get watching.
I'm just shaking my boots now.
But where are those good old-fashioned values?
I think the animation style has been improved since I last watched Family Guy.
Yeah, they've added shading.
That's a pretty hefty vibrator.
Some lady up the block is giving away all of her husband's stuff because he shot himself in the face.
Is this supposed to be the worst or best episode?
Worst.
This is the worst.
Bonnie just told me about the neatest thing. It's called a podcast. I guess it's like a radio show on your phone. Have you heard of these? Podcasts.
Yeah, Mom, we know what podcasts are.
Now keep in mind, this is an episode from this year.
Oh, God.
I am a lumberjack and I'm all cool. They said, why don't we spread butter with a chainsaw? I then thought, yeah, let's make an episode about that.
Yeah, I just love William Dafoe.
It's not William, it's Willem.
Yeah, that's what I said, William. He was in Spider-Man with Kristen Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst.
Right, Kirsten Dunst.
It's not Dunst, it's Dunst.
Yeah, Kristen Dunst.
Cool whip.
Do you remember when Quagmire was just like sex and that's it?
He's Quagmire. Giggity, giggity, goo.
It's Groot. Oh, yeah, from that Marvel movie.
The best way to do a joke is to tell an unfunny joke and then point out how unfunny the joke was. Then it becomes funny again, right? Ooh, a classic cutaway. Hashtag relatable.
Just a quick roll call. Is anybody finding this funny?
Nope.
Pretty tedious.
I wonder if this joke is in here because they thought that's a good joke or because they were like, we've got 2 minutes to kill.
I know, we'll have Peter step on rakes for 30 seconds.
Ah! 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 Ah!
I can say I have lived through this exact experience.
The joke died like 6 minutes into this.
Just buy some fucking Tupperware, you damn fool.
Or aluminium foil, because that's how you keep your sandwiches nice and fresh.
Aluminum.
Going down. Nobody touch the smush squirrel bodies. Ooh, I gotta get my camera.
That girl is one giant red flag.
It's almost like her father's been abusive to her.
Hi, Dad.
Oh my god, this episode's about Chris raising a squirrel.
The barrel has been scraped.
I think that's a marvelous idea, Chris. I dare say we would make outstanding parents to this squirrel.
Remember when Stewie was like deaf to all people, and now he's like, yeah, let's raise a squirrel.
There have to be laws against this.
What, for a show to be this unfunny?
Hi, I'm Tommy Lee Jones.
I heard he had a dream.
Signs and wonders. Holy crap, what happened?
Fuck you, it's weird.
We're just so excited to take our family Christmas card photo.
Oh god, it's just getting tedious.
I just hit the lottery when I met you.
What's happening?
This is as seen on Family Guy. And then you could see the marketing representative just kill himself in the car park.
I'm a lot more clumsy in the bedroom. I'm so sorry. You two keep going. I'm gonna clean this up.
There was an attempt at humor.
It's perfect!
Yes, this will really tell people.
Good boy.
Sorry, young girls keep killing each other because they think I'm the Slender Man now.
The fuck?
I know it's topical. How about the Slender Man? To be fair, the Slender Man film came out like 10 years after Slender Man was a film.
But even that film came out 2-3 years ago.
It's Slender Man!
Kill yourselves!
Peter!
It's the Slender Man, even though he looks nothing like Slender Man, so this joke falls completely flat. He's a little bit tall.
You knew there was a dog in the house. He's practically your best friend. Or maybe even more than that.
You shut your damn
Yeah, I kind of think we should have heard from Brian on this situation already, don't you? He's not a non-talking character.
I don't know which one of these is the A story and which one's the B story. They're both B stories.
You're so predictable. I know every word that's going to come out of your mouth before you even say it. Balderdash.
I can't even think of anything good to say about this.
No. I'm so sorry I'm subjecting you both to this.
Show him those girls you follow on Instagram. It's all bosoms and derrieres on there. This is all stuff I've talked about with my life coach, Kyle.
Yeah, life coach. Kyle's into you, and you know it.
What?
Okay.
I agree.
Well, then maybe it's better that our baby you molested is dead.
Please return plate to G. Quagmire. Oh, great. So it's a gift and an errand.
He lives next door.
All right, new pants!
Fuck me, that was terrible.
I think the general joke, Chris and Stewie are like parents, and that didn't go anywhere from the offset and continued to go nowhere. Normally in a sitcom, there's an A story and a B story. In this one, I think both stories were like C or D stories. I don't think there was anything fresh about any of it.
They had the unique look of Peter being tall, as he's demonstrating there. The whole two unconventional parents, that's been done before.
There's an episode where Stewie impregnates himself with like half human, half dog children.
I hadn't heard about that one.
Yeah, that one was quite terrifying.
Going to South Park, really. You know how some episodes of South Park are so weird that you can't stop watching? Or like so like, what the hell is going on? It's one of those where you go, this isn't necessarily funny, but I'm enjoying watching it.
The worst episodes of South Park are still interesting because they're unique. They have their own flavour to them, their own style. The fact that they make each episode in 6 days, sometimes they have a great idea and it works out perfectly, or sometimes, oh crap, we've run out of time to really perfect this.
And I think Futurama is a lot better because it ended. They didn't get to a point where we ran out of ideas because it ended so early.
When a show ends before its time, It's going out on a high before it outstays its welcome, where obviously The Simpsons has. Although they're still obviously very popular, and each time they say, hey, we're making more of these, they still get their fans saying, yes, come on, let's go for another 100 years. But if this is the kind of turds they're plopping out...
Maybe Brian will die again.
Oh, I did like the joke about the Jews, though. That was funny.
Jews don't die. They just slowly depreciate and then are eventually written off.
That was good satire.
That was alright, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to the worst episode of The Simpsons from last year.
Hang on, what?
No intro.
Well, that's a plus at least, because you watch so much Simpsons and you do get sick of how long the opening title sequence goes on for. That's why Frasier has one of the best, because their title sequence is like 5 seconds long.
Mo, take my keys.
Yeah, you got it, pal. I'll keep them safe till you're sober. Make me 2 sets of these and get them to me by closing time.
Take me to Mo's. Hey, we're here. You're good. 5 stars.
Well, this episode is already 100% better than the Family Guy one.
Sometimes when you're at rock bottom, anywhere you look, you can see the stars.
Cletus.
Hi, you friend.
I don't think I've seen Cletus since I played Hit and Run.
Well, it's your lucky day, because this episode is centred around Cletus.
What a thrilling time it is to be wishing you were dead.
I had all the wealth that a man could want. A wife and some kids.
Some folk will never eat a skunk, but then again, some folk will like Cletus, the slack jaw yokel.
I've got a confession to make. Your father spent last night in the drunk tank.
Pay up, please.
What do you mean last night?
Isn't it 4:15 in the morning?
Yeah.
Where the hell's my car?
Just once I wanted to feel like a man who owned a car.
It's funny because Mo's life is horribly depressing.
It's rocking the crib with the shotgun.
You ain't pitching me on a pyramid scheme, is you? 'Cause if so, I'm in.
No.
Big gun nerd.
1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3. When did that happen?
I think Cletus is retarded.
Hot damn, it's a soggy bottom, boys.
I want you to know that I'm firing you, and I'm replacing you with a professional.
Oh, nothing ever good happens when you talk to the person sitting next to you on an airplane.
There's something off-putting about a guy who wears the same clothes for 32 years, Homer.
Doesn't Homer have a job?
Its entire job is to stop a nuclear power plant from exploding.
You will never hear it like this as long as you live. I make it very special. How are you?
Oh, it's Hank Scorpio. It's Albert Brooks. He's probably most famous for doing the voice of Nemo's dad in Finding Nemo, but he's been a guest on The Simpsons a bunch of times.
My friend, what happens in jail stays in jail. Unless it's breaking out of jail.
Well, all I had to say is everything he taught me was a lie.
Maybe, but think what you became. A better husband, a better father.
Oh, man.
We'll fix this. I don't know how, but we will.
Never touch me again.
Oh, well, Brandine and I once squatted inside an abandoned Blockbuster. That's where we conceived our twins. Be kind and rewind.
Fucking hell.
That's where we conceived our kids, Tropic and Thunder.
Well, my family didn't have much money, and Daddy used to...
That is so relatable. Not to me, I'm rich, but God, I always wanted to live in poverty. Now, all I ask is 15% of your earnings for life. Not your whole life. After 80, it's all yours. And when you retire, you're going to get a Netflix special.
You can tell it's just Albert Brooks ad-libbing.
Have you ever been interested in a roofing company? You're very tall. You're much closer to roofs than most
Okay. Can this scene end now, please?
I can book you as a freak in a monster movie. Or a dinosaur. You're as big as a small dinosaur.
I think they're just burning time.
If the episode ends after the scene, then yes, they were 100% just killing time.
Am I reaching you? Just sign already.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
looking
well,
for the
never
next
mind.
musical superstar here. What about you?
I play the hacksaw.
Hacksaw. Ah, here you go.
Well, definitely more entertaining than the Family Guy one we watched.
Yeah, by a fucking long way.
They're both shit in different ways. I'll make you famous, makes him famous. You're too famous. Now go back to being normal. It's like, what?
Go back to living in the slums.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like, what?
He's like, yeah, sure, why not? I got more cousins to marry.
Within like 1 minute or 2 minutes or so of this episode starting, it already surpassed a Family Guy one in terms of being funny.
If you compare it with other episodes of The Simpsons, this wasn't good, but it was still entertaining.
Oh, Gummy Sue, Jitney, Uber Black, Normal Head Joe.
Oh, I get it.
Avengers Endgame. It was fucking shit, my god.
That's his victory, I just killed a squirrel stance.
That's the best parody intro I've ever seen.
I need your gun.
No problem, evil-looking Peter. They downgraded me to a toy because I shot a kid.
I need your gun. I shall be returning.
Could you say it in a more memorable way?
See you in a bit.
More menacing?
Let's all circle back.
No!
I'll think of some more, and I'll be back.
The classic quote from Twins.
Alright.
I guess he won that one.
What's this other drawing? Oh, that's just a lame hand turkey I drew.
Oh.
Yeah, like someone could physically overpower a Terminator.
A baby, specifically.
Tilda Swinton, huh? You said it.
This is like the Arnold Schwarzenegger film The Running Man.
We're being hunted by the president from the Simpsons movie.
Yeah, that is me.
Hey.
Hey!
Need a hand?
That's okay, I texted Bonnie.
Those fucking legs are shoey, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Outrun a fucking Terminator.
What?
Oh my god, this is just like that film, Terminator Salvation.
You're sure all the rooms only have one bed? Yeah, motel rules. Man, it sucks. You have no idea how pissed I am about this.
It looks like someone just pushed 2 twin beds together.
Oh, well, I'll say this has been quite a day. I am ready to hit the sack.
Some bestiality. Beastly bestiality.
That's not your normal time pad. Where'd you get that? I borrowed it from Rick and Morty. They borrowed plenty from us.
Ooh.
Well, that's retarded.
Do we really need the heat on?
It's the defrost.
But whatever it is, do you really need it on?
If you want me to see out the window, yes.
Of course, you're the driver. Sorry. Love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy.
I don't really dislike Family Guy, but I always I don't like it when we seem to stop the story for some kind of domestic conversation disturbance. Let's take a couple of minutes to do this. I'm just a bit bored of it.
And here come the Terminators. What do we do? We've got to show them that our friendship is unbreakable, that we love each other. Brian, we have to kiss.
There's only one realistic thing to do. We have to fist each other.
First you make me eat your shit when we're locked in a safe.
What?
What is that?
I don't get it. But that was certainly much better.
It started off really well, and it built really well on the idea, but I do think that sort of towards the end, it's sort of lost a bit of steam because but I think that might just be because it became a bit more focused on the plot.
It became less let's parody the Terminator and more it's our Family Guy characters. How are they going to get out of this situation?
He's kind of gay.
You wouldn't believe what my customers unloaded on me tonight. Crappy marriages, crappy jobs, crappy sports teams. Ugh. My ears are killing me.
Oh, so it's a bar for people who work at bars.
There's no way we can seat this audience until we round up all the escaped, you-know-whats.
Sideshow Mel died that day.
Tough luck, kids. The show's canceled. I'm going down to the deli to drown my sorrows in tongue.
Krusty gets cancelled? Not again.
That guy's a prick.
Milhouse, you know Spanish. What did he say? Oh, it's a cultural thing. You wouldn't get it.
Jesus.
Laughter is death.
There's a hole in my heart.
Milhouse can speak Spanish.
Bart, you've got to give it to me. I've always wanted to drink something fancy enough to come in a bottle that doesn't look like a bottle.
Nah, I think I'm gonna save it. For high school.
Come on, give me that.
Bart won that skull full of tequila. He can do whatever he wants with it. Except drink the tequila.
You can always buy Dan Aykroyd's vodka.
Careful, he'll sue you.
Tequila.
Really, we're doing this?
Again?
Yeah.
Whoa, a crystal skull. Like from my least favorite Indiana Jones movie and most favorite Shia LaBeouf movie.
That was actually the first Indiana Jones film I ever saw, and I actually liked it. I haven't seen it since I watched it in the cinema.
You're always on that side of the bar. At least come over here and take a load off.
Well, maybe.
Could they not find someone to do a better impersonation of Carl's voice?
Y así comienza su descenso al infierno.
I think you're pretty cool too, Skull.
Those are some pretty square sockets.
Oh, my head. Oh, what a hangover.
Since time immemorial, bartenders have been the cornerstone of civilization, an eternal guild of
This sounds like it's a guest voice actor, but I can't recognise it.
It sounds exactly like the guy who played that character in John Wick. What's his name? He played guy with a sword, the big sword in Pirates 4. Blackbeard.
Oh, Ian McShane.
It's Ian McShane.
Yeah.
It's just for once. I wanted to have a drink with my friends.
A bartender has no friends.
Ah, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.
Guys, you're all in danger. You... No, sorry. I've never been in your office before.
They're gonna take his thumbs.
Anti-booze? That stuff isn't real.
Oh, it's real. And the side effects are horrible. Unthinkable. It starts with a skull-splitting headache.
Well, if he didn't have one before, he's got one now.
Hurricane vomiting.
It'd be good if it started seeping out of the iPad.
Oktoberfest ist jetzt ausgenüchtert.
Forget it, Homer. It's Cairo Town.
Pink Tie Homer has always been my favourite Homer.
Your husband can never drink again, and it's all because of me.
I promised to pick up coffee for everyone on my team to celebrate our record numbers.
You are so much more of a go-getter since your promotion. I love this new sober you.
The good news is now we can actually afford this house.
Let it shredded, my God.
I guess we're all doing pretty well. You know who I heard ain't? A certain bartender. You won't believe how low he's sunk.
Lower? For Mo?
I asked for the ham in my omelet to be diced. This ham is clearly cubed.
Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am.
You flipped my omelet too high in the air and it got cold on the descent.
My mistake. Get out of here. You can't see me like this, slinging eggs in a well-lit, non-dank environment.
Mo, where's all the dank? The dank!
Not the dank, Mo.
You will lose all the benefits of sobriety.
Well, that's just sad.
I enjoyed it, but I didn't find that funny.
It wasn't much better than Yokel Hero to me. Pretty much the same amount of, well, that was amusing, and same amount of, can this please hurry up and end?
Would you say that Family Guy has higher highs and lower lows? Or The Simpsons is more just a stable line of kind of meh?
Yeah, that seems like a fair assessment. When Family Guy is bad, it's terrible. When it's good, it's
really good.
We're more Jingle All the Way fans.
The two better episodes of the season were both film parodies. Except one was more subtle than the other.
I just don't understand the point of watching a film that's about a candle. John Wick.
So what have we learned from this? I think you summed it up best, Peter. The best and the worst mesh into one. It seems mediocre. Of course, this is just judging it purely by 2 episodes. There's still another 20-odd episodes in this particular season. And just because IMDb, people have voted on IMDb saying, this is the worst one, this is the best, doesn't mean that that would suit our personal tastes. For example, we all liked Principal and the Pauper because it was still really funny.
That's not a funny story.
Well, I guess you had to be there.
I mentioned earlier on my opinion of South Park, and that it's either hilarious or so strange that you can't look away. And Rick and Morty is very consistently so strange that you can't look away.
I personally would have to pick Rick and Morty over Futurama, purely because I've tried over the years many times to get into Futurama. I watch an episode...
This video chat is over.
Sometimes you get a good idea, like doing a Terminator parody, or apparently a John Wick parody, but sometimes they're like, let's just do whatever, and let's just, what if Peter was told? When was the last time that Family Guy made the news? They did an episode about Donald Trump.
The last time they made the news was when they announced Mike Henry was no longer going to be voicing Cleveland. Does that mean the Cleveland show has to be wiped from history?
My name is Cleveland Brown.
Any final thoughts you guys want to end the video on? Any other puns, quips, jibes, jibs?
Did you know that some kinds of fruit are looking for equal marriage rights? Apparently it's because we cantaloupe.
Time to beat the pony.